Welcome, everyone. Today, you're not just watching another English learning video. You're entering a new chapter of your life. Because what I'm about to give you, these 10 English learning tips, are not just tips. They are tools. Tools that can break your fear, build your confidence, and completely change the way you speak, think, and feel in English. Maybe you've tried learning before. Maybe you've downloaded apps, watched grammar videos, memorized vocabulary, listened to podcasts, and still, you feel stuck. Still afraid. Still unsure when someone asks you something in English. Still translating in your head. Still not fluent. You're not alone. Most learners face this, not because they are lazy, but because no one gave them the right direction. No one told them how to actually learn English. In a way that feels natural, in a way that actually works, and in a way that builds fluency step by step. So today, that changes. These tips are not from textbooks. They are from real success, from learners who started from zero and became fluent. These tips are not about showing off perfect grammar. They are about real communication, real confidence, and real progress. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. You need the right path. And you need to start now. So let's begin with the first and most important tip. A tip that, if you understand it deeply, can completely change how fast you improve. Tip 1. Speak from day one, not someday. The biggest mistake most English learners make is waiting. Waiting until their English is better. Waiting until they learn more words. Waiting until they feel ready. But let me ask you something. When will you be ready? You will never feel ready. Because confidence doesn't come before you speak. It comes after you speak. Let me make this very clear. You do not learn to speak English by only listening. You do not learn to speak English by only reading. You learn to speak English by speaking English. That's it. Think about how you learned your native language as a child. You didn't wait. You just spoke. You made mistakes. You said things wrong. You were corrected. And over time, you improved. That's how you became fluent. Why do we forget that simple truth when we grow up? Every single day. Speak English. Even if it's just to yourself. Even if it's just one sentence. Even if no one is around to listen. Stand in front of your mirror. Look into your eyes and say, "Good morning. Today I will learn something new. I am strong. I am learning English. I'm proud of myself. Today I will talk about my childhood. Let me describe my favorite movie. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. It doesn't matter if your grammar is wrong. It doesn't matter if your accent is strong. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to grow. And growth only happens through action. There are people who study English for 5 years and still can't speak. And there are people who speak broken English for 6 months and suddenly become fluent. What's the difference? The first group waited. The second group spoke. So here's your new rule. From this day forward, I will speak English every day, no matter what. No excuses, no fear, no waiting. Because every time you speak, your brain gets stronger. Every time you speak, your fear gets smaller. Every time you speak, your confidence grows. This is how fluency begins. This is how English becomes your language. Not by waiting, but by starting. Right now, today, this moment. Tip 2. Train your mouth, not just your brain. Most learners only train their brain. They study grammar. They memorize vocabulary. They read books. They listen to podcasts. They even watch movies in English. But when someone suddenly asks them, "Can you tell me about your weekend?" they freeze. Their brain is full of knowledge, but their mouth doesn't know how to move. Why? Because speaking is a physical skill, just like dancing, swimming, or playing the guitar. You don't become a guitar player by reading a book about music. You don't become a dancer by watching dance videos. You become a speaker by speaking. You become fluent by training your mouth, again and again, until the words flow without fear, without effort, without panic. Most people think English is only a language, but fluent English is a habit. It's a combination of memory, rhythm, confidence, and muscle movement. And that muscle is your mouth. If your mouth is not trained, your brain will feel blocked. You will understand everything, but you won't be able to say it. That's why starting today, you must train your mouth just like an athlete trains their body. So how do you do it? Step 1. Shadowing. Take a short English audio or video. 1 or 2 minutes is enough. Choose someone whose English you admire, someone who speaks clearly. Now do this. Listen to the sentence. Pause the video. Repeat the sentence out loud, exactly like the speaker. Copy their tone. Copy their rhythm. Copy their style. Don't change the words. Don't worry if it's fast. Just try. Do this for 5 minutes a day. Every day. This is called shadowing, and it is the most powerful way to train your speaking muscle. You're not just saying the words. You're training your brain to think in English and your mouth to move automatically. You're building fluency, sentence by sentence. You don't need fancy tools. You don't need a teacher. You don't even need a perfect environment. You just need your voice, your focus, and your will. Even if you're in your bedroom, even if you're in the bathroom, speak. Because the person who speaks wins. The person who trains their mouth becomes fluent faster than anyone else. No more overthinking, no more silence, just movement, just practice, just power. So remember this forever. Reading gives you knowledge, but speaking gives you power. Train your mouth, and fluency will follow. Tip 3. Test yourself weekly. Track real progress. Let me tell you a secret. What you don't measure, you can't improve. Most English learners study for months and still feel confused. Why? Because they never stop and check. Am I actually improving? Imagine going to the gym and lifting weights every day, but never checking if your muscles are growing. You would feel lost. You would feel demotivated. You would quit. That's exactly what happens to English learners who never test themselves. So from now on, you must become your own English coach. You must test yourself, not once a year, not once a month, but every week. Not to judge yourself, but to track your progress. Because when you can see that you're growing, you become unstoppable. Let me give you the most powerful weekly test system. It's simple, it's real, and it works. 1. Record yourself speaking. Choose one topic, any topic. Talk about your week, talk about your childhood, talk about your favorite food, talk about a movie you watched. Now set a timer for 2 minutes. Start speaking in English. Don't stop. Don't think too much. Just speak. After you finish, listen to your recording. Ask yourself, did I hesitate a lot? Did I forget words I know? Was I confident? Can I say it better? Then repeat the same topic the next week and compare. You will hear your growth. 2. Vocabulary check. At the start of the week, learn 5 new words. Use each one in 3 different sentences. At the end of the week, ask, can I still remember those words? Can I use them naturally in speaking? If not, revise and repeat. This builds long-term memory, not just short-term learning. 3. Listening challenge. Choose a 2-minute English video. Listen to it once without subtitles. Can you understand 70%? If not, don't feel bad. That's your level today. Now watch it again. Pause, repeat, shadow. After 3 days, listen again without subtitles. Ask, can I understand more now? Can I repeat some of the sentences? That's how real progress is measured. 4. Writing reflection. At the end of each week, write a short paragraph in English. What did I do this week? What did I learn? What was difficult? What made me proud? It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be real. Save it. Next week, write again. Compare both. Over time, your grammar improves. Your sentence length increases. Your confidence grows. This weekly system is not just for practice. It's for proof. When you test yourself regularly, you build self-awareness, self-discipline, self-trust, self-motivation. And all 4 are more important than grammar, because grammar can be learned. But motivation must be built, and testing builds it faster than anything else. So promise yourself this. I will test my English every week because I deserve to know how far I've come and how far I can still go. Tip 4. Make English part of your life, not just a subject. One of the biggest reasons people fail to become fluent in English is because they treat it like a school subject. They treat it like math or science. They study it for 30 minutes a day, then go back to their normal life, thinking, talking, and living in their native language the rest of the time. That doesn't work, because fluency is not built in a classroom. Fluency is not built by studying rules once a day. Fluency is built by living with English every single day in every part of your life. Let me explain. If you want to master English, you must create an environment where English is not something you study, but something you naturally experience. It must become part of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, and even your sleep. It must live in your phone. It must live in your thoughts. It must live in your routine. That's how children learn languages, not by studying, but by living in that language all day, every day. In the morning. As soon as you wake up, speak 3 English sentences. Say, good morning. Today is a new day. I will grow today. Instead of checking your phone in your native language, change your phone's language to English. Yes, change your settings. This small change forces your brain to see English all the time. Play a 5-minute English audio while brushing your teeth or making tea. Start your day with English sounds. During the day, talk to yourself in English while doing simple tasks. For example, while cooking. I'm cutting the onions. Now I'm boiling the water. I need salt. Think in English. Don't translate. If you're walking somewhere, say in your mind, I'm going to the store. I need to buy milk. It's hot today. If you use social media, follow English-speaking accounts. Turn your feed into your classroom. At night. Before sleeping, write 3 lines about your day in English. Even if it's simple. I had a good day. I studied English. I feel proud. Or record a 1-minute voice message to yourself in English. Describe your mood, your thoughts, or your goals. The result? English will no longer feel like a separate activity. It will become your second skin. It will become your second home. It will become your everyday world. You won't need to remember English, because English will become part of your daily identity. This is how fluency is born, not through hard study, but through daily exposure, daily interaction, and daily energy. So from now on, don't say, I will study English. Say, I will live in English. That simple change in mindset will change your results forever. Tip 5. Stop translating. Start thinking in English. Right now, most learners think like this. They hear a question in English. They translate it into their native language. They think of the answer in their native language. Then they try to translate that answer back into English. By the time they respond, it's already too late. They feel nervous. They forget grammar. They freeze. Why? Because translation creates delay, and delay kills confidence. If you want to speak fluently, you must stop using your native language as a middleman. You must train your brain to think directly in English. Now you might say, but how can I do that? I always think in my own language first. The answer is slowly, gently, daily. Just like how a baby learns to think in language. Step 1. Label your environment. Wherever you are, start naming objects in English in your mind. You walk into your room. Say in your mind, this is a chair, that's my desk, this is my phone, the fan is on, the window is open. You're not speaking, you're just thinking in English. Do this throughout the day. Step 2. Narrate your actions. Whatever you're doing, say it in your mind in English. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm washing my face. I'm getting dressed. I'm going to the bus stop. I'm listening to music. This helps your brain connect English to real life, not just grammar books. Step 3. Express your feelings. Start practicing simple thoughts and emotions in English. I feel tired. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. I'm grateful. I'm learning. When you do this, you're not just learning words. You're building an English mind. Step 4. Ask and answer. Practice small inner conversations in English. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. What should I eat? Maybe I'll make some rice. Where are my keys? I think they're on the table. These little conversations build thinking fluency, and that fluency becomes speaking fluency. Step 5. Be patient. It's a process. At first it will feel slow. You will struggle to find words. You might give up and go back to your native language. That's okay, but do not stop. Even 5 minutes of thinking in English every day will make a huge difference in 30 days. After 3 months, your brain will start choosing English naturally. After 6 months, English will become your automatic response system. And after 1 year, you will not just speak English. You will live inside it. So promise yourself this. I will stop translating. I will start thinking in English, even if it's slow, even if it's difficult. I will build my English brain one thought at a time. Because your brain is like a garden, and English thoughts are the seeds. The more you plant, the more fluency will grow. Tip 6. Learn sentences, not just words. Most English learners make the same mistake in the beginning. They try to memorize long vocabulary lists. They write down 50 or 100 new words and repeat them again and again like flashcards. Yes, they may remember a few, but most of those words disappear from their mind after a few days. Why? Because words without context are like bricks without a wall. Imagine carrying 100 bricks in your hands, but never building anything with them. You'll get tired, you'll get frustrated, and eventually you'll drop everything. That's what happens when you learn only words. You carry heavy knowledge, but it never becomes real language. If you want to remember words, use them in sentences. Because sentences are not just about memorizing. They are about understanding, feeling, and using. A sentence is like a complete thought. A sentence has structure, emotion, grammar, flow, and rhythm. It's what you actually speak in real life. No one walks around saying just excited, opportunity, challenge. We speak in sentences. I'm excited about tomorrow. This is a great opportunity. I love challenges. That's what makes the word stay in your brain. Let's say you want to learn the word confident. Most people write, confident equals feeling sure of yourself, but you must go deeper. You must use it. Now say, I feel confident when I speak in English. She looks so confident on stage. I'm not confident about my answer. Speaking daily is making me more confident. Confidence comes from daily action. Now you're not just memorizing the word, you're living it. You're using it in different contexts. Your brain is now connecting the word with real emotions and situations. And when you do that, you never forget it. Learn full sentence patterns, not just vocabulary. Instead of memorizing, tomorrow. Go, market. Learn a real-life sentence like, I'm going to the market tomorrow. Now you've learned how the verb changes, how words connect, how to speak like a real person. You're building muscle memory, not just word memory, and that's how you speak fluently. So, from now on, forget the long vocabulary lists. Instead, build sentence power, because the person who learns one sentence deeply will speak better than the person who memorizes 100 words and forgets 90 of them. Remember this forever. Words are weak. Sentences are strong. Words are forgettable. Sentences are unforgettable. Words are parts. Sentences are power. So, if you want to speak clearly, powerfully, and fluently, stop learning words. Start learning sentences. That's the real secret. Tip 7. Record yourself speaking and watch yourself grow. The truth is, what you don't hear, you can't fix. And what you don't measure, you can't improve. When you record yourself speaking English, you give yourself a mirror. You give yourself honest feedback. You give yourself proof of growth. It's not about being perfect. It's about being aware. And awareness is the beginning of transformation. Because when you speak English, you're in the moment. You're focused on words, grammar, fear, expression, everything at once. But when you listen back to your voice, you notice things you didn't see before. Your pauses, your tone, your grammar mistakes, your pronunciation, your confidence level, your sentence structure. Suddenly, you become your own coach. You hear exactly what's good and what needs improvement. No need to ask a teacher. No need to fear judgment. The recording tells the truth. It's honest, it's clear, it's personal, and it works. Every evening or every weekend. Take 2 to 5 minutes. Pick one topic, any topic. For example, talk about your day. Describe your favorite memory. Talk about your dream future. Tell a short story from childhood. Explain how to cook your favorite dish. Talk about someone you admire. Set a timer. Press record. Speak. Don't stop. Don't worry. Don't try to be perfect. Just talk. When you're done, wait a few minutes. Then play it back. You will hear your strengths. You will hear your weaknesses. You will hear where your fluency breaks and where it flows. You will also hear something else. Your progress. Keep a folder on your phone or computer. Name it. My English Journey. Record one voice file every week and name it by date. Week 1. Talking about my city. Week 2. Talking about my childhood. Week 3. Talking about my favorite movie. Week 4. Describing my daily routine. After 1 month, go back and listen to week 1. You will be shocked, because now, after just a few weeks of practice, you will hear how much smoother, clearer, and more confident your voice has become. This will give you motivation like nothing else. Because now you don't just hope you're improving. You know it. You can hear it. You can feel it. You can prove it. That's how confidence is built. So from now on, don't just speak English in your head. Record it, face it, fix it, repeat it, master it. Even if your first recording sounds terrible, don't delete it. Because that will become your proof. One day when you are fluent, you will listen to that old recording and say, "This is where I started. This is how far I've come. And I never gave up." Remember, the voice you record today will become the voice that inspires you tomorrow. So speak, record, repeat, transform. Tip 8. Watch English videos twice. First to learn, then to master. Most people watch English videos for fun. They watch movies, YouTube shorts, interviews, speeches, and think, "I'm learning." But the truth is, watching is not learning. Watching is not enough, because your brain may enjoy the content. But if you're not actively training, you will forget 90% of what you saw within hours. That's why most learners say, "I watch English all the time, but I still can't speak fluently." It's not because they are lazy. It's because they never learned how to watch English videos correctly. So let me teach you the method that fluent speakers use. And it will change the way you watch videos forever. From now on, every time you watch a video in English, you will watch it twice. Step 1. Watch to understand. The first time you watch the video, your goal is simple. Understand. Use subtitles if needed. Pause if needed. Rewind. Take your time. Ask yourself, what is the topic? What is the speaker feeling? What words do I recognize? What words are new to me? Can I understand the main message? This step builds your listening comprehension. It teaches your brain to listen deeply and patiently, not just casually. Step 2. Watch to train. Now, watch the exact same video again. But this time, you are no longer a viewer. Now you are a speaker in training, a student of fluency. Pause and repeat. Pause after each sentence or phrase. Speak it out loud. Copy the tone. Copy the pronunciation. Copy the energy. This is called shadowing, and it is one of the most powerful mouth training methods in the world. You are no longer just hearing English, you are becoming English. Focus on phrases, not words. Don't just repeat individual words. Repeat chunks of language. Let me tell you something. That's a great question. I didn't expect that to happen. To be honest, I was surprised. These chunks are how real people speak. And when you train with them, you sound more natural, more fluent, and more confident. Speak along with the video. Once you feel familiar, try to speak with the speaker at the same time. This is difficult at first, but it builds real fluency. You will stumble. You will miss words. You will laugh at yourself. But after a few tries, your mouth will catch up. And suddenly, you'll feel something amazing. Your brain is thinking faster. Your mouth is moving smoother. Your fear is getting smaller. And that's how fluency begins. Because repetition is the secret of mastery. One video done right is better than 10 videos done wrong. When you repeat the same video with focus, your brain begins to recognize the patterns of English. You hear grammar without needing to study it. You learn pronunciation without needing a teacher. You copy confidence from the speaker without needing books. You build real-world English, not textbook English. So from now on, make this your new habit. One video, 2 viewings, 1 for understanding, 1 for training, and do it daily. Because watching for fun might make you feel good, but watching to train will make you fluent. Tip 9. Create a personal English zone. Build your environment like a winner. One of the most powerful things you can do for your English, or for any skill, is this. Control your environment, because your environment shapes your behavior. Your environment controls your habits. Your environment decides whether you will succeed or quit. Think about this. A plant doesn't grow because it wants to. It grows because it's in the right environment, with sunlight, water, and care. You are no different. If you try to learn English in a noisy, negative, lazy environment, you will struggle. But if you create an environment that supports your goal, you will grow faster than you ever thought possible. So now let's build your English zone, your personal, private space where English lives and grows. Step 1. Your phone must speak English. Change your phone's language to English. Yes, do it today. Don't be afraid. This small change will make you see English every time you check your messages, set an alarm, open apps, or browse settings. Your brain will begin accepting English as normal, not foreign. You will absorb English without even realizing it. Step 2. Fill your social media with English. Unfollow or mute anything that doesn't help you grow. Follow English-speaking channels, influencers, teachers, motivational speakers, and content creators. Make your feed your classroom. Even if you scroll for 5 minutes, you're learning something. Even your laziness becomes part of your fluency journey. That's the power of environment. Step 3. Create a small English corner in your room. You don't need a big space, just a small area where English lives. Put a notebook there, put printed quotes or sentences, stick post-it notes with common phrases. Write your goals on the wall. I will speak fluent English. I'm getting better every day. My English is improving. Let your room become your language partner. Every time you see that space, you remember who you're becoming. Step 4. Use background English all day. When you clean your room, play English audio. When you cook, play English speeches. When you walk, listen to English podcasts. When you rest, play slow English music. Let English become the sound of your life. Not just a study subject, but a language that surrounds you, touches you, and trains you all day long. Step 5. Protect your mind from negative energy. This is the most important part of your environment. If people around you say things like, "Why are you learning English? You sound funny. You'll never speak fluently. You're wasting your time." You must protect yourself. Don't argue, don't explain. Just smile and say, "I know where I'm going, and one day I'll prove it." Then turn away and return to your English zone. Return to your mission, because your dream is your responsibility, and your environment must support it, not destroy it. A learner with a bad environment will always struggle, but a learner with a strong environment will grow, even on the hardest days. So create your English zone. Make your surroundings your coach. Let your space speak the language of your future. Because the person who builds the right environment doesn't need motivation. The environment gives it daily. Tip 10. Be patient. Stay consistent. Fluency is a journey, not a race. Let's now talk about the most important reason why most English learners fail, even after months or years of trying. It's not lack of talent. It's not lack of time. It's not bad grammar. It's something much deeper. Impatience. Most people start learning English with energy. They feel motivated. They buy notebooks. They download apps. They watch 10 videos in one day. They speak for 3 days in front of a mirror. But after 1 week, they still don't sound fluent. After 2 weeks, they still hesitate. After 1 month, they still make mistakes. And then, they stop. Why? Because in their mind, they were hoping for a miracle. They wanted fast results. They expected fluency in 30 days. But the truth is, fluency is not a short trip. Fluency is a long, beautiful journey. And only those who stay consistent will see the destination. You spent years speaking your native language. You heard it from your parents, friends, neighbors, school, every single day since childhood. Now you're trying to replace that language with a new one. You're building a new world inside your brain. Of course it will take time. Of course it will be slow in the beginning. Of course you will make mistakes. That's not failure. That's growth. If you plant a seed, you don't dig it out every day to check if it's growing. You water it daily. You give it sunlight. You give it time. And then, one day, it blooms. English is the same. If you stop after 2 weeks because you still make mistakes, then you're killing the seed before it becomes a tree. But if you stay patient and stay consistent, your fluency will grow slowly, silently, and powerfully. It doesn't mean studying for 5 hours a day. It means speaking a little every day, listening to a little English every day, thinking in English a little every day, writing 3 lines in English every day, watching 1 video and repeating every day. Even 30 minutes of the right practice, done every single day, will beat 5 hours of study once a week. That's how habits work. That's how language rewiring works. Small, repeated action, over time, becomes massive fluency. You will have bad days. You will feel slow. You will feel like quitting. You will feel jealous of fluent speakers. You will doubt yourself. You will say, "I'm too old," or "I'm not smart," or "I don't have time." That's normal. But here's what separates winners from quitters. Winners feel all those things. But they keep going. They keep speaking even when they feel dumb. They keep listening even when they don't understand. They keep writing even when it looks simple. They keep practicing even when no one is watching. They keep growing, silently, powerfully, patiently. And one day they wake up and realize they made it. So if you're feeling slow, if you're making mistakes, if you're wondering when fluency will finally come, I want you to hear this. It will come, but only if you stay. Stay patient, stay consistent, stay on the path. Because fluency is not a gift, it is a reward. And only those who stay long enough receive it. You don't become fluent just by learning English. You become fluent by becoming an English speaker. Not someday in the future. Not after you pass an exam. Not after someone gives you permission. Right now. Today. You must stop saying, "I'm trying to learn English. I'm not fluent yet. My English is weak. I don't know if I can do this." And start saying, "I am a speaker of English. I grow every day. This is who I am now." Because here's the truth. Fluency is not only about grammar. It's about identity. If you keep seeing yourself as a weak learner, you will always speak with hesitation. You will always compare yourself. You will always feel like a beginner. But if you shift your identity, if you tell yourself, "I'm not perfect, but I'm becoming fluent," everything changes. Your brain listens. Your confidence grows. Your actions become stronger. You start living like someone who is fluent. Stop chasing only the result. Start enjoying the small wins. The one new word you used today. The sentence you said with confidence. The smile you gave yourself after finishing a voice recording. The time you understood a podcast without subtitles. The feeling of writing your thoughts clearly in English. Celebrate those wins, love them, collect them. Because those small wins, they are your real transformation. And the more you love the process, the faster the results come. Wake up and speak English. Think in English while brushing your teeth. Talk to your mirror. Laugh at your mistakes. Feel proud of every sentence. Don't say, "I'm not good at English." Say, "I speak English now, and I'm getting better every day." Let English become not just something you do, but part of who you are. This is not a temporary goal. This is your new identity. And once you become that person, nothing can stop you. If you remember only one thing from this entire video, let it be this. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. You don't need to sound like a native. You just need to sound like your best self. You don't need to learn everything today. You just need to grow every day. Fall in love with that process. Make it part of your life. Make it part of your identity. And one day, without even realizing it, you will look back and say, "I did it. I speak English now. This is who I am." If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe. More powerful English lessons are coming, and you don't want to miss them. And remember, English can give you confidence. It can give you better opportunities. It can give you a new voice in this world. But more than anything, English can give you freedom. Freedom to express your thoughts. Freedom to chase your dreams. Freedom to never stay silent again. So don't give up. Keep learning, because the future belongs to those who speak. And you're learning to speak loud and clear.